Well, shoot, Wyatt. Loudon was way more interesting than what I thought it was going to be. Let me tell you that.
Especially with all the talk about we had in the past with all the short tracks and how hard it is to pass. This was really interesting.
This actually was very interesting. Not just with the racing, but with the drama that was on the track. We're going to talk about that right here in the 9th inning. This 9th edition of the Gamers Net. The Gamers Talk NASCAR podcast, as always. I'm Mr. Elijah Leonard, and to the left of me is the co-host Wyatt Walker, who's having an absolute blast over there. He'll probably be having a blast after the show, but that's for another day. Yep, you see that? But we're not going to talk about having a blast. We're talking about Loudon, New Hampshire, whatever you want to call it, man. Holy cow. So
that was good.
This weekend, man, was way, like I said, was way more interesting than what I thought. Okay, so like I didn't get a chance to watch the Xfinity race, nor did I really give myself a chance to watch it. But from the looks of things, it looked like a pretty normal Xfinity race in New Hampshire.
I didn't get to see the first stage of it. I did get to see like the second stage on. The race was pretty good. Yeah, there was a lot of like on track stuff. Also, I saw when I first showed up that Ty Gibbs had like an engine issue that ended up being 5 laps down. Yeah, I know you're happy about that. That's 2 weeks in a row he had an incident. But then you got incidents happened with Josh Berry getting loose out of turn 2, causing a huge crash that allowed Ryan Sieg to go airborne.
Oh yeah, after he got plowed in the back end by Jeb Burton.
Yeah,
man.
Mike Snyder, another victim in that. And then you had the AJ Allmendinger versus his spotter deal coming out of turn 4.
Oh boy.
I don't know what happened with that, and then just trying to avoid it, Brandon Jones got turned. I forgot Brett Moffitt.
All right, so we're back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties with my microphone. I don't know what happened, but we're back. Anyways, back to what we were talking about with some on-track incidents. Speaking of on-track incidents, I feel so bad for Julia Landauer making her Xfinity Series debut. First incident, she's minding her own business, right? She's, just minding her own business. You have William Byron, who's right behind her, and Justin Allgaier's trying to pass Byron, but he, goes way wide off the corner and just door slant, or just gets into Landauer and spins her around. And the funny thing was, or really the stupid thing was, the commentators were partially blaming Julia for not being closer to the wall, when right in front of her, Ty Gibbs was even further away from the wall. Look at how, go back and look at the screenshot. Look at how much room he had in the wall. A lot of drivers were not even close to the wall, and they have the audacity to say that she was she needed to be closer to the wall. Fuck off! They need better glasses. Dale Jr. is the only other one that actually knows what he saw.
Hold on. We're going to have a special guest for a small minute. Do that again, babe.
Bruh.
That was me.
Apparently, I didn't get to see that. I didn't get to see that or hear that. Allgaier took the blame.
He did, and I'm glad he.
Allgaier took the blame. I don't even know where Ty Gibbs was involved in that at
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. I bring up Ty Gibbs because he was ahead of it, but he was slightly further away from the outside wall. Julia was slightly closer to the wall, but still far away from it. And they said, oh, she needed to be closer up against the wall. But I'm glad Justin took the blame for it, because clearly the commentators have no respect for some of the other teams that are just there. Alpha Prime, as good as they are, they're just there. I'm sorry, but like that pisses. I'm sorry, but
I don't think I've ever seen Elijah rage more in a NASCAR in like we do like one of these shows, even if it was a pit stop show. I don't think I've ever seen Elijah rage this much.
It pisses me off how of how they'll just like say, oh, like, you know, the smaller team, like, you know, the smaller team is apparently at fault almost every single time. But I'm glad that Justin took blame for what happened. The second incident, yes, that kind of was Julia's fault, because she was trying to get around somebody else on the outside and completely misjudged Matt Mills, who was also to her outside. Still, like, I mean, that was her fault. I mean, she took responsibility for that one, but still, man, Jeff Burnt, Steve Letarte, what the heck, man? You need glasses. Stop getting hammered at the damn bar before you start commentating, and actually commentate sober for once. I'm kidding by that, by the way. They're not actually drunk. They are sober. I'm just saying that because they need to actually pay better attention. Anyways. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
Moving on to the finishing position. Oh, that was okay. So, first and foremost, congratulations to, even though he admitted to it, but he also went on and won the race. Congratulations, Justin Allgaier. He's now got 3 wins this season.
Yes.
Trevor Bayne got runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
He was a bullet at the end there. He could have. It was a few more laps. I think Trevor Bayne could have won against Allgaier for that win.
This is the second race I think he's finished second to Allgaier. I think so.
I think Trevor Bayne we might see Trevor Bayne come back. I would love to see Trevor Bayne come back, and he's doing good in JGR equipment. Yeah. I could definitely see him coming back.
Oh, 100%.
We got Landon Castle and Noah Gragson, 3rd and 4th, but they did
I think, yeah, they got disqualified in post-race inspection for Landon Castle. Let me remember if I get this correctly. I might get it mixed up. Too low in the front for Castle, too low in the rear for Gregson.
I think that, it says, Castle real too low, and those fail post specialist car to fail. The body inspection height was too low. So both Castle and Gregson both DQ, so they're technically supposed to be, I'd say, 37th to 38th. But speaking of Noah Gregson, he's not making friends. He's starting to
I don't know what's gotten into him lately.
At the beginning of the year, I was really thinking he was going to be a championship contender for the Xfinity Series. I think he was going to go out, surprise us, and then he do good. He do good, and now then after Road America, he's just going all over the place. He just about wrecked.
Yeah.
He had him and him and Hemrick are having on-track issues. This ain't the first time he has this issue. He's supposed to be a teammate, technically not an Xfinity teammate, but he's a Cup teammate to Colleague Racing.
Yes.
He's technically part of Colleague Racing, and he's having incidents with Colleague Racing.
That. Oh no! Oh my gosh! Yeah, that'll totally do a number on your relationship with Colleague.
Noah Gregson, I thought was going to be a guy who's going to be in the Cup Series next year, but the way he's acting right now, I don't know. He's acting kind of the same as Ross. He's acting kind of the same as Ross Chastain.
In some cases, I mean, yeah, I would say.
Which I'm jumping the gun on this, but Ross actually raced pretty clean that race.
It was a lot more cleaner than Atlanta, I'll say.
Yeah, a lot more. Yeah, a lot. But we'll come back to him in a minute. But anyways, Brandon. Moving on down the list, Brandon Brown a good top 5. Jeremy Clements is top 10 as well. Actually, technically top 5.
Still, yeah. Still a good performance nonetheless.
Speaking of good performances, Sheldon Creed needed that. He gets 7th. Then you got Ty Dillon making an appearance in a Big Machine Racing. He comes home 8th. Austin Hill 9th. Good job for RCR. And listen to this. Kyle Weatherman.
Yes.
10th.
Yes. I think.
Go ahead.
Jinx. But I was gonna say, Kyle Weatherman, man, oh man, he is talented. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he proved it in ARCA once. But still, I think Kyle should get a full. Should Jesse Wuji say, all right, I'm gonna take my team full time, which in some technicality, they're running most of the races this year. They've ran most of them, but they've kind of split driving responsibilities between Jesse Wuji himself, Kyle Weatherman, and probably some other people. But I think Weatherman is probably the best candidate. And I don't know though. But I'll say Kyle Weatherman could be a proper driver to place in that 34 full time.
If you think about it, because Noah Gregson and Landon Castle DQ'd, but Mason Massey also has a top 10. Actually, I think him and Bailey Curry
Yes.
are all top 10s.
Yes.
You got these guys who are under the radar. They got top 10. Congrats to both of them.
You want to talk about guys that were under the radar? How about these two? SS Greenlight Racing has been on fire recently. David Starr 11th and Joe Graff Jr. 12th. And that's like saying, like, since this is the official results with Gregson and Castle 37th to 38th, but still, they actually were up there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't even click the official results either. That's the bad thing.
Whoops.
But then you got CJ McLaughlin getting a nice 13th place finish. Good run for him. Brett Moffitt, 14th. That's kind of normal. He actually finished where he started.
No, yeah, he did, actually.
Sam Mayer, another not good run for him. I was really expecting more out of him.
It's better than Atlanta. I'll say that.
Better than Atlanta, yeah. Patrick Ermeling, 16th, sounds about right. Howie
Desavino.
Howie
the third.
Desavino the third. 17th, not bad. Derek Griffin, good 18th. Ryan Vargas, 19th. AJ Allmendinger came home 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Ty Gibbs, 21st. Matt Mills, 22nd. JJ Yaley, 23rd. Josh Williams, 24. I just realized they switched the numbers on that.
Oh, I meant Josh Williams in the 5. My bad. I thought it was Matt Mills in the 5. That's my mistake.
I thought it was 2. I don't even want to even try to pronounce
Akinori Ogata.
William Byron, man, he was doing good, but then electrical issues just screwed him.
Yeah.
Alex LeBay, he was doing good, then he got caught up in an incident. Brandon Jones, he was in that incident with AJ Allmendinger.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one that AJ couldn't clear.
Yeah, that's true.
Brandon Jones was unfortunate in that incident. I forgot what happened to Alfredo. Oh, wait, no. I don't remember what happened to Alfredo.
I don't know what happened to him either. Oh well, he got in an accident. It says right there.
Yeah, I know what happened with Josh Berry, Ryan Sieg, Jeff Burton, and Mike Snyder. They were all in that same incident.
Yeah.
Incident we talked about earlier. Then we know about Hemrick. I just think the contact with Gregson just screwed him over a bit.
Yeah.
And then you got Julia. How do you say that?
Landauer.
Landauer rounding it out, and then you got the DQs of Landon Castle with no Gregson. I was actually kind of hoping Landon Castle would have won that race.
Castle had the materials to win this thing, from the sounds of it. Oh yeah, and now that you say that, Chastain hasn't been, not Chastain, sorry, Gregson hasn't been making friends. Now that you mention it, I do remember that incident between himself and Hemrick, man. I now remember that. It's like it's pretty clear in my head. Well, it wasn't Gregson that did get into Hemrick though. It was Hemrick that was racing Gregson, and then he just bumped Gregson and just turned him by accident, and it was just a racing deal.
So looking at the playoff picture, Gibbs still leads by four wins. Allgaier now bumps up to second with 3 wins, and then Allmendinger, Berry, Gregson, Hill are still in their respective order.
Oh.
Third through sixth with 2 wins, and Brandon Jones the only still lone win.
The lone winner.
Mayer with 151 points ahead. Herbst 132. Hemrick 104. Sieg 78, and then Landon Castle 61.
Man.
Brandon Brown 61 below. Sheldon Creed 63 below. Anthony Alfredo 69 below. Nice. And Moffitt 79 below.
Yeah, so, okay. I mean, there's still a handful of races to go. Like, hands down. My thing with this is, right now, if the regular season finale were next week, or this coming week, and should Landon Castle have the absolute worst luck, Brandon Brown has a chance.
Agreed. I still think probably by race. I'd say is Expanded running Darlington again?
I think they are.
I think by Darlington, depends on how many points they have. I think Mayer and Herbst should be able to lock in.
Yeah. 100%.
I think they'll be able to lock in without issue.
Yeah.
Hemrick may lock in at like the next race. Then Sieg might too, but it'll just come down close to the end there.
Yeah.
They still have 8 more races left, so.
There's still 8 more. Okay, so let's move on to the race that I think had probably one of the biggest question marks. The Cup race. Oh my gosh. This race, man, was far and beyond different than any other New Hampshire race I've ever seen. And it's brought back some of the old style of New Hampshire racing. And, whew, my gosh, this was kind of entertaining.
It really was. It brought back like the old New Hampshire feel.
Yeah.
But there was no resin, so it was like classic New Hampshire.
Yeah. There was like some resin left, but there wasn't a lot left over, which I think that was really good. Really good to see that, like, there's no resin. If there is, there's very little of it left, and you got that old school New Hampshire racing back in our lives.
And how about we give a tip of the hat to some of these Toyota guys? You be quiet back there. I know you heard it. You don't say nothing.
Toyota.
Yes, I know you heard it. Don't look at me like that. Anyways, how about let's start off with Marchex Jr., man. He finished 4th, and
dude, he
was the
dominated. He dominated, like, almost the entire race. Won both stages. I think he didn't have the best pitch stop in the whole world. It put him back there, and
I think it was a bad pit strategy because they took they took 2 tires when some other people didn't take tires at all.
Yeah.
And his car was set for the for clean air, but he was stuck in dirty air back in traffic.
Yep.
And then his car was terrible.
But he rallied back. And Harvick had the same strategy. It was the same thing, and it didn't benefit him. And he also came home with the top 5.
Well, Harvick in his deal, he's been in dirty air the whole race.
Yeah.
I don't think he's ever been in clean air that whole race. So, but he did bounce back for a top 5. Both of them do. I'm impressed, and I want to give a hats off to Kurt Busch. He ran that as much as he could. He had to go in pit. He came home. He still came home in top 10.
Yeah. I really thought Kurt Busch was going to eventually have this in the bag at the end. But let's talk about some of the on-track drama. Before we get to him, let's get to some of the on-track drama, some of the incidents that we had. Lap 5, man. We weren't even 10 laps in. And it was a crash on lap 5. And it involved BJ McLeod, Alex Bowman, which I felt bad for. Josh Bilicki, and Ty Dillon. We'll get to Ty Dillon in a moment. But, man, those 4 guys, man. Lap 5. And
also I think BJ McLeod and Josh Bilicki were just innocent, and Bowman were just innocent bystanders, because how that was going was like, it looked like Haley was trying to make a move. I think it was on Harrison Burton. I don't remember who the other car was, and he was going down trying to diamond it, and then Ty Dillon was just at the wrong place.
Yeah.
He gets
loose. Overcorrected.
And then Alex Bowman went into him, and I think Josh Bilicki went into Bowman, and BJ McLeod nowhere to go. Gets in the back.
And I felt bad when that happened. Here's another driver that I think deserves his own highlight reel. Kyle Busch on ice.
Kyle Busch was spun by himself twice. No contact. He spun by himself twice, which I saw there was a post saying like Mark checks Interstate's batteries, and then you got Kyle Busch in the wall, just like this. I think
it's the DeWalt sponsorship that screwed him over.
I don't know. He's not had good luck with that DeWalt sponsor.
No, by no means necessary has he had good luck at all. But still, you have to admire that he's stuck with it, and he came home 12th though. But I'm still gonna laugh. About Kyle Busch spinning out twice, and I'm gonna call that Kyle Busch on ice.
That was pretty cool that Kyle Busch was able to rally back. Kyle Larson came back to 14th. He was running down Truex for a bit there.
Yeah.
How about we give an attaboy? This is going to be random for me to say, but give an attaboy to Bubba Wallace. He's been top 10 that whole race. That's probably one of the most competitive. I've seen Bubba Wallace.
The most competitive Bubba Wallace has been all year, personally. That is not counting a plate race. I'll say that.
Yeah, definitely not counting a plate race.
And okay, let me correct myself here. Charlotte, he was actually pretty competitive, but he wasn't up inside of the top 5, top 10 area the entire race. Like consistently up inside the entire race.
And it's not like you weren't able to not pass anyone. We've seen a lot of passes. We've seen a lot of like side by side action with a lot. I think I've seen the camera more action between Ross Chastain and Denny Hamlin side by side than anyone else.
And here's something else that I think that is also old school. The bump and run is back, baby. At New Hampshire of all places. Like, I'll give you an example. This also involves Denny Hamlin. He's racing Brad Keselowski. He moves Kez out of the way, moves him up a lane, and gets on by him.
I've seen also on the straightaway, I've seen who was he racing? I think it was Kurt Busch. He made contact.
Oh yeah,
Chase
Chase.
Elliott was trying to
Yeah.
get there, made contact with him.
Oh yeah. Oh my!
But
Here's another one that I think was probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Austin Dillon versus Brad Keselowski on the back straightaway. What caused that?
we still don't know.
Like
No one knows.
Like, here's the thing. You see the incident. Like, Austin, he's pissed about something that Brad did. Goes up, bumps him, and then Brad, like, I don't know why I don't know why he did that, but he just like yeet.
Tom.
I saw this TikTok like memeing the whole thing. Like Brad's just driving along and then Austin Dillon funk. So you have chosen death.
I believe that. And Keselowski still came back with
a seventh place
finish.
And what really upset me was Austin Kim asked Austin Dillon like what happened, and he's just like, "Oh, you saw it, right? You know, we've been running into each other, you know, a lot recently in the last couple of years." Like, bro, she asked you what happened. You did not say what happened. You only brought up what happened when the caution came out. Dude, you dumbass. Stop whining like a little bitch and say what happened.
This is the most you've raged in a video in NASCAR that I've seen.
It pisses because you know shit like this pisses me off. Like goes from commentators blaming another driver that was just an innocent bystander and gets taken out by a top tier car in Justin Allgaier, which again he took responsibility. Hats off to him for that. And then you go to Austin Dillon, who won't even explain what the fuck happened between himself and Keselowski. He didn't explain it. He just said, "Oh, you saw what happened, right? You know, we've been running into each other a lot these last couple of years. Like, we didn't run good. We don't deserve that." And what? He didn't even say what happened. He was just like, "Stop whining, dude. Stop crying."
Not trying to be mean, but the way you kept doing it, you were just reminding me of like a white rapper.
My gosh.
No disrespect to Eminem, but it's like the way you did that was just like with your hat backwards. Stuff that was the whole.
No, it'd be like hat sideways.
I don't know why, but it also made me think of John Cena. I don't know why.
Oh, wrong. I do see John Cena doing the same thing, but he would do it way better than me.
He did way different. That was like the first two I thought of.
Oh my gosh, though. But still, putting all that aside, this was actually a way better Loudon race than what I thought this was going to be. I had my expectations like way low for this race. Too. But
I did not think we were going to get many passes, but
man, the bump and run is back. Anyway,
let's just start off by I think I should say this. Congratulations to the fellow Oklahoman. Second career win, and at a track that we all know he's damn good at.
Like the best at. Undefeated in the Xfinity Series, by the way.
Oh, still. And if he would have been able to go against Eric Almirola, if it wasn't dark shortened, I honestly think Christopher Bell would have gone to Eric Almirola and won that race.
Yes.
I honestly think Christopher Bell could have won that race.
He had the car to beat. I mean, he was catching Almirola, but, you know, I mean, still, I understand that they had to end the race in darkness, but if they actually kept that race going for that final, like, 10 or so laps, whatever laps they took away, man, Bell would have beat him.
As much as I didn't want to see another winner, another different winner this season. I'm actually happy Christopher Bell won, and we all kind of knew it. We all knew Christopher Bell is one of the best at that. Jacks. He's the main guy I now look to for Loudon to do really well.
Yes.
If he was the Martrex Jr. in Kentucky.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yes.
That, but still, really good, really good. He won the race. Chase Elliott. What a tear he's been on here lately. He won.
Well, let's see. Let's run down his stats here real quick. He won Dover, and then he fires right out of the gate, wins Nashville, finishes second in Road America, wins Atlanta, finishes second again, this time at Loudon.
I'm saying this now. I thought Ross Chastain might be the champion. I think Chase Elliott might get his second championship this year.
He's, from the looks of things, he's got a chance.
Here's what I'm thinking about this, and we look at the championship. We have 2 spots left for the Cup Series, by the way. We have 2 spots left that does not have a win.
Yeah.
2. Only 2 left. And even looking at this, I don't even know how to make a playoff prediction. Like, I don't know who's going to get eliminated. This is the most crazy and random playoff grid. I would love. Everyone's going to be different. There's no way everyone's going to be the same.
Yeah.
If it starts now, I don't even know who the first 4 are going to be eliminated. I think if I had to take a wild guess, I'd say Cindric, Bowman, Suarez, and Kurt Busch, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to tell. I honestly think maybe Kyle Busch.
Okay. My thing here is this. Here's who I think would probably... If the chase were to start now, and the elimination race was Michigan... So that would be interesting. Here's who I think would be eliminated. I think easily right off Kyle Busch. Sorry, but with as much pressure as he has had on himself ever since, like, this whole year began, and he had just been running running in the absolute pits of dog turds. He hasn't really been doing all. And even with the rumors of him potentially leaving Joe Gibbs, even though Joe Gibbs wants him to stay, but at the same time, Mars leaving, and they're still trying to look for a sponsor for him. He's not doing all that well. So easily, he's a write-off to be eliminated.
I don't think Kyle Busch should have won that. I mean, yes, that race was a surprise for the Bristol Dirt, but even then,
yeah,
I don't think Kyle Busch should have won that. If Kyle Busch didn't win that race, we would have 13 winners, not 14.
Yes.
Reddick would have 2 wins by now.
Yeah.
Just think how much that would have shooken off.
That would have made a huge difference. But yeah, Kyle Busch easily a write-off to be eliminated.
I think Bowman's another one. He's not having. He was doing good firing off at the beginning. Now he's starting to.
He really fell off. He really fell off.
Austin Cindric, he's a rookie. What else can you expect?
Yeah. I hate to say that about Austin Cindric because I recently became a fan of him when he won the Daytona 500 this year. But as good as he's been doing, I don't think the performance that he's been putting on this year is going to be good enough to carry him on into the next round. So I'd have to write him off.
And we can't tell between the others. I mean, like Tyler Reddick's kind of having an on and off season.
But I think my thing with Reddick is that I think he could make it to the next round.
I think he can too.
He's got the potential. As far as Suarez, I don't know. Suarez is just the question mark here.
Suarez could. I do kind of think Suarez can make it. He has the speed.
Yeah.
Trackhouse has had really good speed.
Ever since the
Both
season
Ross Chastain
began, they've had
and
great
Suarez.
speed. Yeah. Like, they almost won Fontana. They almost won Vegas, Phoenix, Charlotte, Atlanta. There's a good number of tracks that they could have won at with either Suarez or Ross.
And think about the tracks coming up in the playoff. I'm actually going to pull. I have it right here. I'm actually going to pull the rest of the schedule right here. We still have road courses left. We still have like short tracks. We still have some short tracks. We still have some tracks that we could be surprised at, though. I mean,
I'm
looking at it right now, Pocono's still a question mark. It would not surprise me if a track house started running good there. Indy road course, both of them's been dominant at road courses.
Yeah.
Watkins Glen, same thing.
Yep.
Suarez got a stage win his rookie season at Watkins Glen.
Yep.
And then you got Darlington. Ross Chastain, the guy we keep an eye on Darlington.
Yep.
Kansas.
Yep.
They ran pretty good at Kansas.
Yep.
I don't know about Bristol, but just even still looking through this. Texas, Ross Chastain was running up there till he got involved in that wreck.
Yeah.
That crazy wreck. I think he would have had a chance to win that race. Talladega, wildcard Ross Chastain won that race. It could be either or. Charlotte, road course. Trackhouse could be surprise winner to any of these.
Let's see.
You just never know.
We never know. But
Vegas. Homestead's also a wild card. We don't know how that's going to work either.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Martinsville.
We don't know. Here's the thing about Bristol, though. They ran Bristol at dirt. Coming up in September, they're going to be running on the concrete. We don't know how they're going to do on the concrete.
That's the if on that one. That's where the money thing is. So I know Ross Chastain's going to do good in the round of 16. I feel like he's going to do okay in the round of 12. He just needs to survive the round of 8. Suarez, I think he's going to be doing good at the other two tracks, so Bristol's got to be the money.
Bristol has to be the money race for Suarez, 100%. I don't see any other racetrack that Suarez could win at, other than the potential win coming at Bristol. I mean, he's got a chance. I mean, I know he ran up front in the Bristol dirt race last year, but this is a little bit different because we don't know what the next gen cars are gonna do on the concrete at Bristol. We've yet to find out.
Bristol's the fastest half mile.
Yes.
Still.
Yeah.
So it will be an interesting challenge to see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess since we are talking about playoffs, let us move ahead to Pocono, baby.
How about we talk about some silly season stuff we just hear?
That's
recently.
right. I forgot about that. Let's move away from Pocono for just a second. Let's talk about the silly season stuff. Oh my. Where do we begin? Do we start off with the good / awkward or the bad / awkward?
I'd say. What's the bad? I forgot what the bad. Oh.
Yeah. Do we want to just want to dive into the bad?
Let's dive into the bad.
Ty Dillon will not be returning to the 42 car after this year, which sucks really bad. Because like Ty, I feel like this is probably the best Cup team for Ty. I mean, irregardless of like how bad how some bad races that he's had. Like he's actually run better than he has at Germain. He's run better than he has at Gaunt Brothers. Germain is probably right up there, but still. But like, like it's like somebody was saying like, oh, like Ty Dillon's like nowhere to be seen. He's running in the back all the time. It's like, dude, shut up. Like I had to block that dude because like it looked like he just smoked 3 blunts of weed and just drank like 7 cases of beer before he did that TikTok video. It's like, dude, shut up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyways, and this is the same guy that said that Rich Childress needs to sell his team to Dale Jr. Anyways,
I don't say team. Maybe if you can't find anyone for the 8 car, I'd say the charter, but not the whole team.
Not the full team. Probably sell the charter, but not the entire team. But yeah, Ty Dillon. Going back on Ty Dillon, man. Like, this sucks. He can't catch a break. He cannot catch a break, man. This guy, man. Like, listen, like as much as we pick on Ty Dillon, this sucks for him. Like,
it does.
Like this really sucks because like I feel like he's got enough. Like with this next gen car and with Petty GMS. And this being potentially like the C+ team, he's got a shot to win. Like if he puts listen, if he puts himself in the right spot at the right time, he has a shot because we've seen with this next gen car, some teams will start out at the front, and then like say a caution comes out, some pit strategy sets them back. And it becomes difficult for them to come back from it. Unless if they have a really good car or a really good pit strategy that puts them back into the picture.
Yeah. I thought that was a great place for him. I thought that he would have been happy. They would have run good. I would think that they would have let him go like a couple years from now, but I didn't think it was going to be like a 1 year sucks. And
I didn't think that either.
And the top candidate to replace him is Noah Gragson.
Listen, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to talent, is not Ty Gibbs, sorry. Is Noah Gragson ready for Cup? Yes.
Talent, yes.
But is he ready like mentally and emotionally? No, he's not. He's not. I'm sorry. But he's not ready mentally or emotionally ready because Road America is the perfect example of why he's not ready mentally or emotionally yet. I don't know what else to tell you. I really don't. So other than that, I don't know who would be a perfect candidate for the 42 other than Noah Gragson.
So now that we're done with Ty Dillon, let's move over to the good and awkward.
I think this is when it comes to awkwardness, this is way worse.
This is probably one of the biggest bombshells we've heard for a while. So Tyler Reddick is confirmed not next year, but the year after, 2024, he is moving to 2311.
Do I dare bring up the statement that RCR had put up? Do I dare bring this up? Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up.
Richard Childress was not happy with this.
No, he was not. Here's the statement. We are proud of the success Tyler Reddick has found at RCR. We're focused on winning a championship in 2022 and 2023. And here's the key. Although timing of this announcement could not be any worse. He wins at Road America the week before. And then, surprise, surprise, Denny Hamlin
got his driver.
He got him. So now here's the thing. This opens the door to so many other silly season predictions between now and 2024.
and it's going to be between both RCR and 2311 because we don't know if they're going to make a third team. We don't know if it's going to replace Kurt Busch. We don't know if Kurt Busch is going to stay for how many years. We don't know if it's going to take over to 8.
So
we don't know if 8's going to go to Junior Motorsports. We don't know.
So basically, here's how this is going to go down. Kurt Busch, basically the agreement that Kurt Busch has with 2311 is that he can actually race for them as long as he wants to. Whereas for Bubba Wallace, I don't know how many years left he's got on his contract, but if
I think I heard from a statement that Bubba Wallace is probably going to stay for a little while.
But
I think Bubba Wallace is still going to stay.
So if Kurt Busch retires next year, that leaves the door wide open for the 45. But if Kurt Busch chooses to stay for another few more years, the third car, apparently, some people have come up with concepts for the third car. Some people have numbered it like 32 or 67 because, they've been going for like 23, 45, so on. But like 67, though. That doesn't quite fit personally to me. I think best fit would be 32.
I agree.
Yeah,
32.
30,
that was
32.
The original number I thought.
Yeah.
That was the original number I thought that Kurt Busch was going to be driving instead of the 45.
But no. Here's the. So you bring up Kurt Busch in the 32. You want to know the ironic thing of that is, he finished second to that car at Darlington in 2003. To Ricky Craven, who was also in a 32 car. And when it comes to the 45, I know I mentioned this before, but like, I think Kurt Busch has even had a run-in. No. It doesn't have anything to do with Kurt Busch. Denny Hamlin has had a run-in with Kyle Petty before. And guess what number he's got on his team? 45.
45.
So the coincidence is so real, man. Like, or the irony, whatever you want to call it, man. Like, it's real. But no, like, with this, I think this helps. I think this in some way helps Tyler Reddick, because now he knows where he's going. So he can just chill at RCR all the way until the end of his time there and go to 2311. I think this might slightly benefit him, but it's going to hurt RCR in a big way. Unless if they don't find another driver that is just as good, if not better, than Tyler Reddick, they're gone. Like, why would you? Because like, you can't find much. Because like, this is no disrespect to Austin Dillon, and I'm not trying to put him down, but Austin Dillon, as much as he runs up at the front, whenever he's in the right spot, he can't really seem to get the job done. And again, I'm not trying. It's not a knock on Austin Dillon. It's just that it's like a B- performance for him. It's like B- for him a lot for Austin Dillon. And but for Tyler Reddick, I say it's like he's like an A- driver. So I think you take a B- team and put an A- driver in there, you've got results in Tyler Reddick. You take an A- driver and put him with, like, say, if Kurt Busch retires, an A- car in 2311, that's an A+.
I expect a lot from Reddick in 23.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I don't even know what RCR's plans are going to be moving forward.
I also think like they'll be keeping an eye on the Xfinity guys. The main guys I think they're going to look at is both Sheldon Creed and Austin Hill.
Yeah, they're going to be looking at their own guys. And I think
don't forget count out Ty Dillon.
Never count out Ty Dillon, because I mean, it's really interesting to me of how he's able to drive for his own grandfather in trucks and Xfinity, but not Cup. Well, in some technicality, no, that's a lie. He did race for his grandfather in the Cup Series. But that was only like 2014, I think, was like a one-off appearance. And then 2015 another one-off in the Daytona 500, and
No,
some
he
part-time throughout the season. Sorry, I meant that's what.
He ran. I know he ran good at Michigan in 2015.
Yeah, he did. I mean, but I think that was more solidified because of the package that they were using at that particular time, which was awful. Was an awful package. I don't know why they even came up with it in the first place. But that package is long gone, and we don't have to worry about that package, so we're good. But no, so this is. But yeah, again, this opens the door to so many predictions, silly season predictions heading into. The rest of this year and by the end of 2023, heading into 2024.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my notification right now. I just see Eric Easter put out a video about Kyle Busch talking to other teams and Ty Dillon's announcement.
Oh,
so I mean, I think I saw Kyle Busch is talking to other teams. Just in case, but
that's not a good look for Joe Gibbs. Oh, that's not a good look for him at all.
Here's the thing, though. That just opens the door. Also, talking about Kyle Busch not having a full complete ride yet.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they are not ready for Ty? They're saying Ty Gibbs is not ready for Cup, but will that actually force Ty Gibbs to move up in the Cup Series?
I think if Kyle Busch doesn't return to Joe Gibbs next year, I don't see why JGR would have a choice. I don't see them having a choice in whether or not they want to move Ty Gibbs up. I think they would have to move him up
because
he needs Cup. I mean, he needs Cup experience anyway, so just move him up.
I'd say that's kind of what they need to do. I say the smart thing, if Kyle Busch is able to stay, Hamlin needs to go ahead and get that third charter and then just have Ty Gibbs do some part-time rides.
That would work. That really would work.
Ty Gibbs, we know Ty Gibbs is going to go full-time. If he's not full-time next year, definitely the year after.
2024.
We know it's definitely 2024. Probably going to take over to 18, maybe take over 19 if Truex retires, but here's my thing on that, though.
Yeah.
He needs experience with the next-gen car. He has no experience.
Yeah.
Then again, we said the same thing about Austin Cindric, who was a rookie, and then look at him, he won the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
But
my thing with this is this. Like, it's even the same thing with Harrison Burton. Like, this is his first year in Cup, and look how well he's doing in the next-gen car. Way better than what I think a lot of people would have expected. But if here's my thing with how the standard should be now. If you actually want to get up into the Cup Series full time, and if you actually are serious about it, you need to get some Cup races under your belt. And
exactly.
It has been that way for years. But I think it is, with this next-gen car being completely different from an Xfinity car or a truck, it's way more important.
It is.
So they're different. They're different. They're basically the same car, like the same family of car, like stock car, but sequential shifting wise. Well, it's like shifting wise, it's different. Aerodynamic wise, it's different. It's the next gen car or Gen 7, whatever you want to call it, is way different than an Xfinity car or Cup car or even the Gen 6 car on back. This is like it's really important nowadays to get some Cup experience under your belt.
If Kyle Busch does not get a stay at Joe Gibbs, and if he has to move somewhere, I'd say we thought Ryan Preece would be the top candidate for the 10. Kyle Busch should be the top candidate for that 10 for Stewart-Haas Racing. And it's not a bad team. That could actually help Stewart-Haas Racing because you look at the drivers they have. No offense to any of these guys. Eric Almirola, even he's questioning retirement. Eric Almirola is questioning retirement right now. He's not sure if he wants to retire.
I think eventually, I think it's gonna be kind of like what Jeff Gordon was like. You know, retire. He's like, oh, this is the year I retire. Then all of a sudden he goes out and just starts winning races. Like, you know what? I think I'm gonna stay.
Yeah, but then it's like now you got Kyle Busch in the 10, and then you got Kevin Harvick, two veterans, Harvick and Kyle Busch. Both of them. I think Harvick is gonna. I still think Harvick and Truex are both going to retire in 2023. That is my prediction. Ryan Preece may take over the 4, but the 19 is a question mark. We don't know who's going to take over. I honestly think if anyone should do it, if John Hurnemechek is taking another year in trucks or takes over to 54 Xfinity, I think he's the next one that should move up and go to the 19 in my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, it is possible. I mean, anything is really possible at this point. Ryan Preece. Here's my thing with Ryan Preece. Remember back at the beginning of the year, he was announced as a relief driver for all 4 of the current SHR guys.
Agreed. I think that also includes Herps in the Xfinity as well.
It does include Herps. So I'm thinking, should Almirola decide to move forward with his decision in retirement, top candidate for the 10 car, me personally, Ryan Preece is the perfect candidate for the 10 car. Because he's already a part of the team in some technicality. So of course it's a no-brainer. This should be a no-brainer for Tony Stewart to just plop him in there.
But if Kyle Busch is not returning, he's another candidate.
He is. But I mean, like, of course, that's my thing with this. Is like, should Kyle Busch not return? Of course, he is the next best candidate. Like, not even second to Ryan Preece. Like, he's above Ryan Preece. Like, way above him.
I agree.
So, I would hate to see that happen, but from a business standpoint, it's necessary.
And think about Noah Gragson if he ends up going to the 42. That leaves a spot open for Junior Motorsports. That brings me to the number 1 candidate for that ride. I think it's Zane Smith.
It has to be.
Zane Smith, in my eyes, is the number 1 candidate. He's ran for Junior Motorsports part-time, and I think it was 2020? Was he 2020, 2019?
19. 2020, he went full-time in trucks.
Yeah, that's right. So, it's no surprise that this is lineup, and it's going to be a surprise on that.
Oh, yeah. 1,000,000%.
We'll have to see what the future holds, because silly season is starting to get really silly.
It's getting not just getting silly. It's getting spicy. Speaking of spicy, let's move ahead to Pocono, because now we've got ourselves a fight on our hands in the Truck Series. This is the regular season finale for them. Like, this is for the marbles. This is for the marbles to grab a playoff spot before time runs out. Basically looking at the playoff picture here. Yes, they're still showing Parker Kligerman in the playoffs. Yes, hashtag part-timers in the playoffs. Way to go, Parker. He's not in it, unfortunately, which sucks. But, oh well.
Same thing with Corey Heim.
Yeah, hashtag Corey Heim for the play. No, I'm kidding. Corey Heim should be in the playoffs as a part-timer. And the same thing goes for Parker Kligerman. No disrespect to either of them. But this is going to be interesting. First off, hold on. Let me actually get the Pocono schedule up. I think it's all three. All 3 series are there.
Yeah. Yeah, all 3 series should be racing.
Yeah.
This week.
So, let me get the New Hampshire results and use them as an entry list. But for trucks, again, this is for the marbles, and this is for the money. Well, the money is for the championship, but the marbles are the playoff spots. So if I remember,
Go ahead.
Sorry. If I remember correctly, let me actually. I need to pull the standings back out because I don't know why I closed them out. I need them.
So currently, right, while he's looking that up, currently the 3 people locked in already is Ty Majeski, Christian Eckes, and Carson Hocevar. Those are the only 3 locked in on points right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as wins,
yeah.
As far as wins, Zane Smith, Ben Rhodes, John Hunter Nemechek, Chandler Smith, Stuart Friesen are all locked in.
Keep in mind though, all 4 of the all 4 of Thor Motorsports are in the top. They're in the top 10 right now.
However, it's still showing. No, actually, wait, hold on, because if you didn't have the part-timers in there, then Crafton would be shown in.
He isn't. He's in by 19 over Derek Kraus.
Okay.
Which is, Derek Kraus is the only guy that could probably point his way in.
Yeah. He logically, yes. But again, we go back to last week's show where we went over their stats for this racetrack. Experience-wise, Crafton has the edge on Kraus. But speed-wise, like firing out of the gates, like doing extremely well lately, speed-wise, Derek Kraus has that edge. But I don't know. I mean, this is going to be a tight battle between these 2.
Mainly 3, if you count Grant Enfinger. I don't remember what we said about Enfinger.
Oh.
He's also involved in this too.
But remember, I think I said in the stats that Enfinger it has slightly worse stats at Pocono than both Enfinger and Derek Kraus. So, I mean, he might have a shot if he's up there, but I don't know about Enfinger, though.
I still think it's a fight between Enfinger, Crafton, and Kraus.
Yeah.
We know those are the only 3 locked in, and they're not locked in, I'm sorry. But we know those 3, it's going to be between Ankrum, DeBadeno, and Gray. They need a win. And I don't see... No, sorry, especially Matty D. They're not getting a win. Nope. Unless they pull something crazy, I don't see any of them getting a win.
Nope. They're not. I'm sorry, but like I really don't see any of them winning unless if they pull some crazy pit strategy to get a win. I don't see it. I really don't.
Really? I don't either.
But as far as Xfinity, I mean that's no, I don't want to buy tickets. I already got tickets for Michigan, man. All right.
Same here.
Okay. So okay. For Xfinity, basically, I mean, I think we might have an idea of what the Xfinity race is going to be like. But it's in the evening. Yeah. It's in the evening, so 5 p.m. Very interesting start time to that.
Are they making a Pocono night race or something? What is this?
I don't know why they're starting this race at 5 p.m. That's a really weird start time, to be quite honest with you. But Cup, though, the Cup race, I think is going to be the biggest question mark here, because this is going to be the first time that these next-gen cars hit the tricky triangle in race conditions for the first time. The last time we've seen next-gen cars there was during a tire test, but that's just it. We don't know how they're going to handle under race condition. Anyways,
exactly. We don't know if they're going to be like. It's a question mark, as it's like you mentioned, a question mark. We don't know. Not only the winner, also like we don't know how it's going to be like. We don't know if it's going to be like another New Hampshire, where that was a good short track, had some battles and stuff.
Yeah.
Or if it's going to be like a Martinsville or Phoenix type race where there's barely any passing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like different and each corner is different. So it is going to be so hard to figure out how to do this.
It really will be, to be honest. Like I don't know. Like Pocono should be very interesting though. I mean, if it comes down to it, pit strategy, man, fuel strategy, strategy, I think will be something that we're gonna have to keep a very, very close eye on.
Definitely.
But I don't really know if there's anything else to add on about looking ahead to this weekend. So
I don't think so either.
I think we should go ahead and get into our little prediction side of our little show here. So here's how we do our predictions, just in case if some of you guys are new. We give you a driver who we think is going to win. That's pretty self-explanatory. The driver to stay away from is the driver that hasn't been doing well the last couple weeks, or we're just coming up to a track in which they suck at. Dark Horse is the exact opposite. So, again, Pocono Raceway, it's the regular season finale for the Truck Series. As far as the Xfinity Series, it's just another Saturday race. But for Cup, this is going to be a big question mark when it comes to the next-gen car. But it's going to make for a very fun race to watch, or a very interesting one to watch at that. So, Wyatt, you are up first.
Now, I try to look on my little handy-dandy deal to see if they put out the entry list for all of them. They did not. So,
yeah,
kind of going to suck. So, we're just going to go off the regular full-time guys here. Start off with the Truck Series. The dark horse for the Truck Series. You know what? I think he's going to try something. I will be really happy if he makes it in, but if he don't, he had a good effort. I'm going to go Derek Kraus as a dark horse. Not just for the race, but for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could probably make. I think if he gets a good amount of points, good amount of luck, he can beat Crafton or Edfinger if Edfinger has a bad race.
Yeah.
My driver to stay away from. He wasn't really the best in the Cup race here either. I have to give it to Matt Benedetto.
Oh, yeah.
I give it to Matt Benedetto. My driver to win. Nemechek won last year, but he's going to have to fight Zane Smith. I think Zane Smith is going to get the win.
Yeah.
Of all the drivers, I kind of see Zane Smith. Nemechek did win this race last year, but I lean more towards Zane Smith, and he's going to get the regular season championship.
Oh yeah, I mean it's
Zane Smith is a guy. Yeah, he's a contender for that championship. Zane Smith's going to be a hard one to beat.
Mm-hmm.
The Xfinity Series. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't even know where to start on. I don't even know who's going to be in the race. I don't know if we're going to have the 88 back again. I don't think so, but it's always a toss-up for the Xfinity, especially whoever they put in the 18 car.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know who's next up in line for that. I know Sammy Smith is getting 9 races.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably most season he made. Started Pocono. Or continuous deal at Pocono. But Trevor Bayne, if he's in this, he's a good driver. He's sneaky. He's an underdog.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm going to go with this group right here. My dark horse for the Xfinity Series. I'm giving it to Austin Hill.
That's a good one.
I think Austin Hill did pretty good in the Pocono. When he raced the Pocono, I think he did pretty okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give it to him. I don't really see any guys below cut line or drivers that haven't won yet do okay, but drivers stay away from. I think I'm just going to give it to Brandon Jones.
No, yeah, Very understandable.
I don't think Brandon Jones has done the best at this race, but and here lately he hasn't been doing well at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Brandon Jones is the right fit for this position.
Yeah.
The driver to win. Who won this last year? Ty Gibbs? No, it was Cindric. Cindric won this last year. Hate to say it, Ty Gibbs. He's the only one I can think of. I can't really think of. Allgaier may put up a chance, but I haven't really seen him, even Xfinity, do great in Pocono.
All right. So I've just pulled up the schedule for Trevor Bayne. He already competed at Loudon, so he's not going to be back until Las Vegas in October.
Okay, so it's most likely Sammy Smith going to be in that 18th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I just have to go Tiger. I don't really see Allgaier doing good. Josh Berry, I want to see him do good, but I don't see it. Noah Gragson, I don't see it. The only one I see is Ty Gibbs. I hate to say it, just I don't really see anyone else. Ty Gibbs.
Yep.
The Cup Series. This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
My dark horse. He got top 10 twice last year. I know it's a different car, but he could have won that race if he didn't get flat tire. And he's been running up there pretty well. I think Kyle Larson's going to be my dark horse pick.
Yeah.
Driver stay away from. I'm going with his teammate, Alex Bowman. He's been cut. Yes, he won the first race due to Larson having a flat tire.
Yeah.
But just see how he's running now. He's not doing good at all.
Hate
Like,
to say
he
it.
got that win at Vegas, yeah, but it's like since then he's barely in the back.
He's just kind of like.
The driver to win.
He's thinking hard, folks.
Yeah, a bunch of these drivers. It's an unknown. That's the key word for this next gen is the unknown.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to have to say Chase Elliott. He's the only one I kind of. Ross Chastain put up a fight. I think Kyle Busch might put up a fight. I don't know. Christopher Bell hasn't really been doing good. Kurt Busch could be a surprise. I mean, which surprised me. Trackhouse, I don't know. It's always a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
You can't count out Blaney or Truex. Blaney, they both won.
Yeah,
they both won.
Yeah, they both have. So I mean, I mean, on that list, I would highly say Truex will be pretty competitive. But
I'll just have to go Chase Elliott for my driver to win.
Well, alrighty, man. This is going to be pretty interesting. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's my turn. So,
unfortunately,
of course, unfortunately to you. But here we go for my driver to win. Man, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to probably fire right out of the gate here. I'm probably going to have to agree. I'm going to agree with you on this one and say Zane Smith is going to be the driver to win. And easily will take the regular season championship. Driver to stay away from. Now, this is also going to be a tough one. But me personally, I'm going to have to say for my driver to stay away from. This is tough. Also, I'm going to have to say Dibby. For my dark horse. Man. You're going with the youth and daring do. I'm going to shoot for age and experience. Matt Crafton is my dark horse.
I don't think Garrett Krause is going to get in, but I would love to see him try.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him.
He's going to try. He's going to do everything possible to get in. And so will Matt Crafton and Grant Enfinger. Watch out for those two. Don't count them out. Here we go for the Xfinity predictions. I'm going to heavily disagree with you on driver to win automatically. And, ooh, man. I personally, man, this is going to be tough. But I personally would believe the driver to win. I think I'm going to go with Josh Berry on this one.
You think Josh Berry will get it?
It's possible. It's possible. Don't count him out. Never count
I'm not
Josh
counting
Berry
him
out.
out.
I mean, it'll be interesting. My driver to stay away from. Man. I'm going to say driver to stay away from. He might have finished inside of the top 5 this past weekend, but it's not going to translate to Pocono. Sheldon Creed is my driver to stay away from.
I agree with that.
And my dark horse. Now, hear me out on this one. I think you might understand this. Daniel Hemrick's my dark horse.
I actually kind of believe that. I was thinking about him.
Yeah. My original was going to be AJ Allmendinger or Landon Castle, but I'm going to go with Hemrick on this one.
I like that one. I was thinking Hemrick. Hemrick's been kind of sneaking his way up there. He's still good points to make it in.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I like that.
That's not too bad at all. And here we go for the main event. The NASCAR Cup race at Pocono, which... Does it have a name? Oh, yeah, I forgot. The M&M's Fan Appreciation 400. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh, no, wait. I didn't forget. I just didn't think about it because even though it was plastered all over my page at one point, I just neglected to bring it up. So here we go. Driver to win. Easily, I'm going to say Chase Elliott. He has had the absolute speed ever since we switched to NBC, and he is fired out of the gate. Let's see. Ever since we've gone to NBC, win at Nashville, second Road America, win at Atlanta, second at Loudon. This one's going to be a win.
Agreed.
Man, driver to stay away from, on the other hand, ooh, man. Where do I even begin with driver to stay away from? Also, I'm gonna have to agree with this one and say Alex Bowman's the driver to stay away from. I mean, I hate to say it. Like, I don't know if it's that, you know, he's just started to fall off a little bit, or if this is just. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that. I mean, I think he's had incident after incident after incident these last couple of weeks, and he probably has really fallen off. I'll definitely say that for sure. But dark horse, I think. You know what? I'm gonna go down this route here. I'm gonna say Truex is my dark horse for this one.
I like it.
I'm saying Truex, and if he has the DeWalt. Not the DeWalt sponsorship, sorry. Well, we could say DeWalt if he has it, but if he has the Bass Pro Shop sponsorship, which pretty high chance if that's the case, watch out! Watch out, brother! If Christopher Bell has the DeWalt sponsorship, watch out, brother!
I don't know. I see him do better in the Ream card than I do any others, in my personal opinion.
And that probably explains why you have a Ream shirt on, but yeah,
I love his Ream car. Ever since he got it in the Cup Series in 2021, when he won the Daytona Road Course in that car, man, I love that car.
Ironically enough, both of his wins have come with Ream.
Exactly.
In that exact paint scheme.
Exactly.
So in the Xfinity series, other than the Sirius XM win, pretty much all of his wins, minus his first one, have come with Ream.
I love Ream. Ream was a great choice for him. I love the color scheme. It fits well with him. Fits well in the 20. He's doing good.
Yeah.
He's doing good every week. Him and that Yahoo. I love that Yahoo.
Oh yeah, the
I don't know
Yahoo
what
car
it is.
was actually. Yahoo had really come on the scene, and it just blasted into the NASCAR scene with like really good paint schemes.
And I want to give praise. You mentioned Series XM. Kurt Busch did real. I love that Series XM car.
That was good. That was a really good looking paint scheme.
I'm becoming a fan of the Series XM cars. I've seen that put on Truex. I've seen that put on Bell. Just they look good.
They really do, to be honest.
They do.
But alrighty, I think we have reached the conclusion of our 9th edition of the Gamers Talk NASCAR podcast. Wyatt,
Yep.
Do we have any final thoughts before we get the Pocono fiasco underway?
Let's get this tricky situation figured out. Let's go to Pocono.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully they can figure out the Pythagorean theorem while they're there. Anyways, thank you guys a lot for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't considered subscribing yet to my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe in order to keep up with some fine content coming out in the near future. And also be sure to follow the Spotify. Follow the Spotify podcast. Like, we're uploading this on Spotify Thursdays at 11 in the morning. I know I've slipped up on it, but still, like, follow Gamers Talk NASCAR on Spotify as well. If you listen to this stuff on Spotify. Anyways, that's gonna do it for us. On behalf of Wyatt Walker, Wyatt Walker. I'm Elijah Leonard signing out, and we'll see you in the next one.
See ya.